In this demonstration, I will show you what information we can find in the Technical Best Practice Library and where to find it. You can see on my screen that I have the A2A Generic Library open to the Index tab. The Index tab contains all of the technical best practices, which are also called measures, and some information for each measure. More information for each measure can be found on the subsequent tabs across the bottom. We can scroll across to the various tabs and select them as we choose. And then we can always press the Back to Index link to view the indexed page again. Or we can simply press the tab number here to navigate directly to that particular measure. The Index tab has a very lengthy list of measures, which can be difficult to navigate. However, we can use a drop-down menu system to filter the list in various ways. For example, under End Use, I can deselect all of the end uses and just select one particular end use that I'm interested in seeing. Now what we see are the list of measures associated only with the Steam system. As an example, I can pick measure 11 having to do with an economizer. Now let's have a look at what information we can find for this measure. In the top right section of the measure profile, we see some general information about the measure. For example, in this case, the plant region is process, plant area, heating, and the system indirect heat. Each category is a subset of the one above it. On the right-hand side, we see the relative implementation cost and the relative implementation difficulty. This is given in terms of low, medium, or high. The next section below contains information related to the savings. It shows what type of energy or fuel the measure can potentially save and quantifies the savings as a percentage. Or, as we'll see later for ammonia-specific measures, the savings are indicated in terms of energy per ton of ammonia produced. Below the savings, we can find a more detailed description of the measure. And finally, at the very bottom, we can find the references that were used. That concludes the demonstration of the library. Please feel free to open the library and browse some of the measures on your own.